Today, we are going to talk about Vichitravirya, the tragic prince who changed everything. In the heart of Hastinapur, a kingdom filled with history and grandeur, there lived a young prince who was destined to inherit the crown. Vichitravirya, the son of King Shantanu and Queen Satyavati, was a man destined for greatness. Yet, the story of his life, though often forgotten, is one of sorrow, destiny, and sacrifice. His tale, though short, left a lasting impact on the future of the Kuru dynasty and shaped the course of the Mahabharata itself. Born to a family of royal blood, Vichitravirya was the rightful heir to the throne of Hastinapur. From a young age, he was trained in the arts of war, leadership, and governance. His future seemed set. He would one day rule the kingdom, continue the legacy of his father, and bring prosperity to his people. But as with many great stories, fate had other plans. The peaceful reign of King Shantanu, Vichitravirya's father, came to an end with his untimely death. The kingdom, once prosperous under his rule, was now at a crossroads. And with the king's passing, the future of Hastinapur was thrust upon the young prince. Vichitravirya had not yet fully matured into the role of a king. His father's death was a blow not just to him, but to the kingdom itself. While Vichitravirya possessed the strength and intelligence required to be a ruler, he lacked the experience and wisdom to guide the kingdom through the turbulent times that lay ahead. In an effort to secure the future of the Kuru dynasty, Queen Satyavati arranged a marriage for Vichitravirya with the beautiful princesses of the Kashi kingdom, Ambika and Ambalika. The marriage was seen as a political alliance, one that would strengthen Hastinapur's position. But for Vichitravirya, this union, though grand, was more of a burden than a blessing. The marriage of Vichitravirya was not one born of love. The prince, who had never fully understood his own heart, was now bound by duty. His bride-to-be, Ambika, was beautiful and noble, yet there was a coldness in their union that could not be denied. The Kuru dynasty needed an heir, and Vichitravirya was the one expected to provide it. But he was not ready for such responsibility. As time passed, Vichitravirya's health began to deteriorate. His body, once a vessel of strength and resilience, began to betray him. The illness that struck him was unlike any the kingdom had seen before. Vichitravirya, who had once been destined for greatness, was now a mere shadow of his former self. Despite the best efforts of the kingdom's physicians, Vichitravirya's illness could not be cured. His once promising future was now uncertain, and his untimely decline left the kingdom in chaos. The prince, who was supposed to lead his people into a new era, was now unable to fulfill the most basic of his royal duties. Vichitravirya's death was a tragedy for the Kuru dynasty. Hastinapur, without a rightful heir, faced an uncertain future. Queen Satyavati, realizing the gravity of the situation, turned to the sage Vyas, her firstborn son from the sage Parshara, to father children for Vichitravirya's widows, Ambika and Ambalika. This divine intervention would ensure the continuation of the Kuru lineage. Vyas, though a sage, became a pivotal figure in the Kuru dynasty's survival. He reluctantly agreed to father children for the widows of Vichitravirya, thereby ensuring that the lineage would continue. Through his Niyoga practice, the Kuru dynasty saw the birth of Dhritarashtra, Pandu, and Vidura. Though Vichitravirya's reign was brief and marked by tragedy, his life set into motion the events that would lead to the greatest war in the history of India, the War of Kurukshetra. His death and the subsequent birth of his nephews Dhritarashtra and Pandu would shape the future of the Kuru dynasty in ways no one could have foreseen. Vichitravirya's life was a tragedy. A prince who was never given the chance to truly live, who was bound by duty and fate. But his legacy, though fleeting, would echo through the ages. His death triggered a series of events that would ultimately lead to the Kurukshetra war and the destruction of the Kuru dynasty. The prince who never ruled would forever change the course of history. Thank you for staying with us. Subscribe now to uncover more hidden gems from Indian mythology.